Dave Lofton has been managing voting precincts for several years. The low voter turnout on Tuesday doesn't surprise him.
I just think because of the very few races on the ballot and some of the confusion that's happened and the weather.
While managers like Lofton say turnout in Columbia's Woodlands district was decent, turnout was light statewide. Nearly 250 candidates were kicked off the ballot because they did not file financial paperwork correctly. Voters are still questioning where things went wrong.
And this concerns me because if there were that many people that didn't get it right, there's something wrong with the process. And if that's the case, we ought to have found a way to get those people on the ballot and let the voters decide.
I thought it was a communication issue from the candidates filing and not being informed of the correct procedure. I think that hampered the process, but we have to go with what we have.
Despite recent arguments over which candidates' names should be and should not be on the ballot, the Columbia voters who are coming out to vote have one thing in common.
It's always important to participate and let everybody's voice count.
A voice that's heard loudest through casting a ballot. But the recent Supreme Court ruling limited who you voters could back. Nearly 300 polling places in 14 counties did not open Tuesday because there was nothing for voters to decide.
You exercise your power as a person. It's a civil liberty that you've been given, and I think it's a good way to make change in order to invoke change.
I always vote. This stuff is what all of us ought to do as good Americans.
A right that few South Carolinians exercised this time around. In Columbia, Cheyenne Malone, Watch Fox News.